cat. Hi there. Okay, looks like Soot has come to help us do yoga. Yes, I know. Oh yes, you silly cat, aren't you? Yes. So, we're doing hip openers today. I hope you're ready for that. You need to get a block, okay? Either use a proper yoga block or just get a thick book or something like that, just to have a little bit of space that you can use for that. It's a bit of a support. Okay, so if you make sure that everything's clear around you, obviously if you've got any new injuries since last time, let me know before you do yoga, and make sure that you check with your doctor, because you want to be really sure that you don't have any problems. Don't exacerbate any injuries. Okay, I have this extra little mat down here because I've got, you know, your coccyx, the bone right at the base of your spine. Mine's really protruding. So for me, going straight on the floor, if I've got my weight on that, it's a bit painful. So I have that extra protection. If you've got a similar problem, you can just use a blanket or a thin cushion or something like that. It's just to take a tiny bit of pressure off the end. Okay, so hip openers. We're going to start with a sequence. Okay, so bring your soles of your feet in together, sitting up nice and straight and tall, and letting your knees drop out to the side. Keep the weight evenly between both sitting bones and sitting slightly towards the front of the bones. So not back like that, more upright. Okay, then using your hands to help you, on your knees, take your legs out to the side. You might actually feel it more in your muscles of your inner thigh than in your hips, depending on how supple you are. But even if you're feeling it more in your inner thighs, that's good, because it's still opening the hips, it's still moving them in your hip joint. Okay, and now back into cobbler, soles of your feet together, straight again, and then legs out in front of you in staff position. Okay, now again into cobbler, sitting up straight and tall. You can even push your hands behind to help push you more upright. And that helps your knees drop further, so it opens your hips more. Okay, using your hands to help you on your knees, take your legs out to the side. Back into cobbler. And legs out in front of you in staff. Okay, let's do it a little more quickly. Into cobbler. Legs out to the side. Back into cobbler. Out in front into staff. Obviously you're using your core muscles quite a lot with this as well. Into cobbler. Legs out to the side. Back to cobbler. And out to staff. This time we're going to add in boat pose. So into cobbler. out to staff. Oh, sorry, out to the side, not out to staff. Back to cobbler. And now you're going to roll slightly down on your back, legs out in front, arms out into boat. Really use your core muscles. Back to cobbler and to staff. And again, cobbler, legs out to the side, back to cobbler, and now into boat. Back to cobbler and out to staff. One last time, into cobbler, out to the side, back to cobbler, into boat, into cobbler, and out to staff. Well done. Okay. Now sit cross-legged facing me, well facing the camera. You're going to take your legs out into staff in front of you. Then get hold of your block. Put block between your knees. Take your right foot out to the side. And sitting up straight, dropping your knee onto the block. If you need to have the block higher, have the block higher. It's whatever suits you. Don't push too hard. Okay, and you're not meant to be feeling the pressure in your knee. It's really releasing here in your hip. You'll find your hip comes off, well, your hip probably will come off the floor to a certain extent. Okay, now rotate on your heel and take your knee out to the side, sitting up straight and really feeling the opening through your hip. Okay, back in again, knee back onto the block. And rotating again out to the side, dropping your knee down towards the floor. Okay, and bring your legs together. Now taking your left foot out, dropping your knee onto the block. You'll likely find that your hips are very different, so don't worry about one being easier or one being more rigid than the other. It's totally normal. Okay, now rotating on your heel, dropping your knee out to the side, opening your hip. back in again. Feel the release, feel the movement. Okay, and once more out to the side. You can even, with this opening, you can actually push your knee a little bit further. Most things you don't want to push more, but with this one, you can push a little bit. Okay, now bring your feet into cobbler. And gently take the block vertically and push it between your feet. Now this really sitting up straight and maybe leaning a little forward, keeping your back straight, just to get the opening through your hips. Okay, now put the block down flat, so you're taking your feet slightly wider, and again leaning slightly forwards, you'll get more of an opening in your hips. Not always easy, this one. It's great to feel it relaxing though. Okay, now take the block, put the block out of your way, so off to the side, and roll through and into downward facing dog. So up on your toes, straighten through your arms, opening your shoulders and chest, ears between your elbows, and then gradually straighten your legs, dropping your heels down towards the floor. Okay, now right leg forward between your hands, dropping your left knee down to the ground into low lunge. Hands on your right knee. Put your hands together in prayer position. Twist your torso, hooking your left elbow over your right knee, lengthening through your back and neck. And feeling the opening through your hips. Okay, back to center. Hands down. Straighten your left leg. Right leg back. Into downward facing dog again. Bringing your left foot forward between your hands. Dropping your right knee down. Coming into low lunge, hands on the knees. Then putting your hands together in prayer position. hooking your right elbow over your left knee, twisting your torso, opening your chest, lengthening your back, and stretching through your hips. Okay, hands back down on the floor. Straighten your right leg, pushing through your heel. Take your left leg back and into downward facing dog. Okay, now take your weight into the left side, your left leg. Take your right leg up in the air into three-legged dog. Sorry, I'm hitting the door. Then bend your knee, take your leg back, twist your body and look under your arm up towards the ceiling. So you're into tail of the dog, really stretching. So you're stretching through your hips, through your ribs, through your back, all along your side. Okay, and now back to center, bringing your right leg through, dropping your knee down, cross-legged, coming up straight. So you've got your heel coming out, you're doing a right angle, and you're feeling the stretch through this part of your hip and your glutes. Okay, and now gently move your hands forward and fold forward over your knee. So you're in pigeon. Gently come back up to center. Hands back down on the ground. Straighten your left leg. Take your right foot back. And again into downward facing dog. Hips high in the air. Pushing through the heels towards the floor. Okay, now gently put your weight into your right leg. Left leg up into the air in three-legged dog. Then bend your knee, take your leg back, stretching all along your side, looking under your arm up towards the ceiling, twisting your torso. And then bringing your left leg forward, cross-legged, dropping your knee down to the ground. And gently taking your hands forward and folding over your left knee. Feel the release through your glutes and your hip. Okay, tuck the toes of your right foot under, hands back on the floor, straighten your right leg and bring your left foot back and again into downward facing dog. Okay, right leg forward, left leg forward and into standing forward bend. Okay, gently come up, arms above the head, hands down into prayer position and turn to face forwards to face the camera, face me. Okay, take your feet out 3 or 4 foot apart, straighten through the back, hinge forward. So you're going into wide leg forward bend, dropping your hands onto the floor, elbows facing backwards, crown towards the mat. Straightening through your back so you've got a nice extended back. Okay, and now gently bend your knees and drop your bum down towards the floor, keeping your arms straight. And then take your weight over to your left foot, stretching your right leg out. So you're coming over into a lunge. Back to center. Straight legs, dropping your crown down towards the ground again. And again, releasing your knees, dropping your bum towards the floor. And then taking your weight into your right foot. Your left leg stretched out again in a lunge. Okay, legs straight, back into center. Dropping your crown towards the ground. Now bending both knees again, dropping your bum towards center. Okay, straighten your legs, crown back towards the floor. Okay, soften your knees, put your hands on your hip, push your bum down and back up to standing. I really must tie my hair back. Okay, so coming back in straight, arms up, hands in prayer position in front of you, and drop down onto your knees, and then into cross-legged position with your right leg in front, sitting up nice and straight, and now extending through your back, leaning forward and into seated forward bend. Now this, you have another option where you can do lotus, half lotus, so you can bring your right foot onto your left leg in lotus and come forward like that. Keep your weight evenly between both hips, between both sitting bones. Back up to centre. Okay, and change legs. So now left leg in front, or left leg into half lotus. And extending through your back, coming forward, forward bend over your crossed legs. Okay, gently come back up to centre. Uncross your legs. Stretch them out to the side. So sitting up straight, weight between both hip bones, sitting bones even, and come into forward bend. Have your toes facing the ceiling. Okay, back up to centre. Now taking your right heel to your left hip and crossing your left foot over your right knee. Taking your arm, hugging your left knee, sitting up straight, twisting your body so you're taking your torso round behind you, keeping the weight evenly between both sitting bones. You feel the stretch much deeper in your hip. You want to sit up straight and almost think of sitting forwards. So you're not going back like that. You're coming forward because then you feel it more in your hip. Okay, swap sides. So taking your left heel to your right hip and your right foot over your left knee, and then twisting your torso, sitting up really straight, hug your right knee, twist round behind you, but keeping your weight forward and evenly between both sitting bones, so you're feeling the release really deep in your hips. Okay, back to centre. Taking your legs out straight in front of you. In fact, I'll turn sideways so you can see it better. Bring your right foot into your left knee, twisting your body, taking your left elbow over your right knee, sitting up straight and twisting your torso round behind you. Okay, now the other side, so straighten your right leg, bring your left foot into your knee, taking your right elbow over your left knee, twisting your body round to the left hand on the floor behind you, torso nice and straight. Well, torso twisted, but back nice and straight. Sorry, I'm talking gobbledygook today. Okay, back to centre. Bring your feet into cobbler. Sitting straight, extending your back, lengthening, and forward bend in cobbler. Now with this, bringing your heels in closer, stretches your hips out wider. Okay, sitting up straight, taking your legs out in front of you in staff. Okay, straighten through your back, extending and coming forward into a forward bend, releasing over your thighs. Just feeling the release right the way through your back, feeling the stretch of the muscles. Okay, sitting back up. And now lying back on your mat. Okay, I need to watch out for the cat. Bending your knees, taking your feet slightly out to the side. Dropping your knees together, hands on the belly, and into rest pose. Now bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out to the side. Taking the heels of your hands, push them against the top of your thighs and wiggle to lengthen as much as possible, really pushing your legs and hips away from your body. So you push your legs away from your hips and your hips away from your body. And then just relax and feel the curve of your back come back to the feeling your spine coming back to its natural curve. Okay, using your hands, help you bring your knees together and take your legs out straight on the floor, feet hip distance apart, letting your ankles and feet drop out to the side. Roll your shoulders back and under with your hands 6 or 8 inches away from your body, palms facing up, and start to relax totally. Take a couple of really deep, long breaths, fully in and exhaling fully out. So inhale, exhale, and again inhale, exhale. And now let your breath come back to normal and breathe into any areas of your body where you feel tightness or tension or tiredness. And slowly start relaxing right from the top of your head, the whole way down your body, out through your feet and into the earth beneath you. Think of it as a wave, a flow of relaxation, travelling right the way down your body from the top to the bottom. Focus on completely releasing the muscles in your forehead and then around your eyes, your cheek muscles, your lower jaw, letting your tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth. And let this wave of relaxation flow down through your neck, into your shoulders, letting your chest drop further open. And the flow continue down through your arms, down your spine into your hips, letting your hips and your pelvic girdle fall further open. Then down through your glutes, through your hamstrings, through your knees, down your calves, through your ankles and feet and out into the earth beneath you. Empty your head of all thoughts and just relax your front body into your back body and let your back body melt into the earth. Gently become aware of the energy, the warm golden energy that's beneath you in the earth. Let its warmth come up into your body. Let it replenish you, rejuvenate you, energize you. Just imagine golden bubbles of energy just dancing around your body. Really rejuvenating, feeling like you've got a spring inside you, a source of golden energy. And gently rolling over to your right, bringing your knees in to help you. And then use your arms to come back up into a sitting position. Sitting up nice and straight on your mat. Take your arms out to the side and above your head, and bring your hands together. Position on your chest. Now think of the flexibility. Think of the opening you've done. So it's improving your posture, improving your energy, giving you more flow, more movement, more ability. Keep that positive feeling, that energizing feeling with you as we go forward into the day. Okay, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed that. I always feel so virtuous when I work on my hips because I know my hips are very tight. And when I've got more relaxed hips, I've got better posture and a better core. And it just gives me more energy, more dynamism for the whole day, the whole week. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you felt the benefit. And I will see you again with our next class. Maybe I'll have a long sleeve sweater because winter is definitely here. Okay, have a lovely day. See you soon. Oh, and please put messages below. I love seeing messages, even if you're just saying hi. Okay, bye. See you soon. Take care.